Medical Mysteries, where we discuss extreme and puzzling medical cases. Today we have a case involving a girl with intense depression-like symptoms. Meet Samantha, a 26-year-old computer software editor. 2 years ago, last December, she had become enveloped in a serious health mystery when she began to emotionally and physically change. She was pale, fatigued, but having trouble sleeping. She craved starch-based foods, had lost weight, felt separated from the world, and generally had trouble concentrating. She found herself seriously depressed and inconsistent to her normal, happy, outgoing personality, leaving her confused and disheartened at her unintentional change of character.
I seriously had lost my mind. I just kept thinking, why can't I get out of bed? Why can I not sit through a movie, talk to my friends, go to parties, or even drive my car? I felt like I had been beaten with a sledgehammer physically and emotionally, and I just couldn't take it.
My daughter was born happy, easygoing, and extremely social. When she went through this spell of unhappiness, I could barely recognize her. I mean, even her skin became pale, and the things she used to enjoy were just not enjoyable anymore. It wasn't the normal Sam.
Samantha waited several months before she went to a doctor, and by the end of January felt a little better. Encouraged by her own self-healing, she skipped the doctor visit and progressively became better on her own. Thrilled by the recovery and reappearance of her natural bubbly self, Samantha went back to driving her car, going to parties, and back to the joy she shared with her friends. However, just as soon as she had gotten back into the groove again, her dark friend came back, and she began to feel herself slowly slipping back into a puzzled and gloomy behavior. And just like that, Samantha was back into the plague of devastating, depression-like qualities that she seemed to be slipping in and out of effortlessly. But this time, Samantha didn't wait, and at the end of November, where her symptoms of character dysfunction seemed to be getting worse, she went to Dr. Irwin and looked to her for an answer.
When Samantha came to visit me, she was extremely pale and extremely fatigued and just aloof to social life. She talked about how she just felt lethargic and unhappy and generally depressed. She had lost weight and did not look normally healthy. I wasn't really sure which of the several medical problems she could be experiencing.
Here's your chance to be the doctor. What is the cause of Samantha's character change and the symptoms associated with it? A. Bipolar disorder, B. Hormone imbalance, C. Seasonal affective disorder, or D. Vitamin D deficiency. Think about it during the commercial break. We'll be right back. Have you wanted to stay awake for 3 days straight? You now can with
80-hour energy!
80-hour energy provides you with plenty of energy for the day's activities without the negative side effects.
Do not take 80-hour energy if you are a cat. Side effects include stroke, blood clot, heart attack, addiction to crystal meth, heart cancers, Parkinson's, seasonal affective disorder, loss of bowel movement function, crabs, instant death, and mild headache. Do not take if you are pregnant, have ever had surgery, have blonde hair, have seen the movie Hairspray, or are a human.
We love 80-hour energy!
Before the commercial break, we asked you to diagnose Samantha based on her obvious depression, fatigue, mood change, difficulty concentrating, insomnia, weight loss, and pale discoloration. Here are your answer choices again. A. Bipolar disorder, B. Hormone imbalance, C. Seasonal affective disorder, and D. Vitamin D deficiency. After Samantha's visit to Dr. Irwin, she found out some things she was not quite expecting.
She described to me how she suddenly felt better at times, her mood generally lifting during brighter, warmer weather. Because Samantha's residence is in Chicago, the winter months are especially brutal, causing dark skies and generally gloomy weather, affecting her behavior. Even more, Samantha works mainly from home, eliminating most exposure to sun she may be receiving during spring and summer months.
What Samantha didn't know was that her location and career was really causing her mood changes and the sudden retreat from her previous social life. Dr. Irwin informed Samantha that her vital signs were normal, but she had a serious condition called Seasonal Affective Disorder.
Seasonal affective disorder is really a result from not enough exposure to light. When the brain does not receive enough light, it will react by changing the chemicals within the brain. From this, Samantha saw depressive symptoms only as a result from a dark environment. I prescribed light therapy for Samantha during the winter months. Basically, what light therapy provides is exposure to an incandescent bulb in what we call a light box. The box is placed within the patient's house and gives extra exposure to what they are missing during dark months. By giving light back to the brain, chemicals are restored and the brain can function properly, allowing Samantha herself to function properly too.
I worked more, I felt better, and I could really keep living once I got the light box in my house. The first winter I went through with it in my room, I actually got to experience the season without hiding from it. I played in the snow and went out with my friends. All the clouds had been lifted from my personality, literally.
Finally, Samantha got freedom from an emotionally debilitating disorder. So let's see if you answered correctly. Samantha's depressive symptoms were a result of C. Seasonal Affective Disorder, or SAD. Let's hope that you are as successful as Dr. Irwin in diagnosing. While this disorder may be a harder one to decipher, it is certainly a dangerous one. You never know when the winter may bring down more than the snow. For Medical Mysteries, thank you and good night.